I think something that hasn't been discussed here that I think you're really well suited to talk about is how do you, as a public figure, as someone that's making videos all the time, deal with criticism on YouTube? We haven't talked about like hater comments or things like that, but how do you deal with that? I mean, you have a very supportive audience, but you also, as everyone does, have criticisms. How do you deal with that? Learn from it? Anything like that?
Haters gonna hate, trolls gonna troll. I said that in the song, and that's true. You gotta do what makes you tick. You gotta do what you enjoy doing. And if you're having fun, your audience is going to have fun too. If people don't like it, they won't watch. But like, it's really, I mean, like, the way I look at it, I have a very dedicated audience of like, 35 to 50,000 people who watch like every single day, and that's a buttload of people.
Right.
And what's cool to me is the consistency, the relationship you build with them over time.
I mean, is that, I guess another point we haven't talked about is that more valuable to you? Do you value that more than a video going viral and getting a bunch of general audience views?
Yes, in a nutshell, yes. I mean, it's definitely really cool and exhilarating to be like, oh my god, this is getting 3 million views. But
to develop and be able to develop a conversation with a group of people that is smaller and know you and you know them.
Right. Yeah, I mean, like one of the tasks that I've done as a part of this, the biggest, the craziest, most stressful, simultaneously my favorite task and my least favorite task was a 10,000-mile cross-country road trip. Excuse me, I have to burp. All right, we started in Los Angeles, California, drove up to San Francisco, Seattle, Minneapolis, Chicago, Boston, New York, Philadelphia, Atlanta, Dallas, back up to Lincoln, Nebraska, all in the span of 3 weeks, which was crazy. And we hosted gatherings along the way, and at the gatherings, 20 to 50 people would show up at each one, and it's like, when with YouTube as a medium, when you're like looking directly into the lens, making eye contact with the audience, there is a relationship that is deep.
You guys are making eye contact with...
Right. There is a relationship that is developed that's deeper than what you get on television or radio or any other form of media. And so, people come up to me and are just like, hey, like we're friends. And at first that was weird. It was like, do I know you? But then it's like, no, I do. You do. Like, you do know me. I mean, I don't know all of you individually, personally, but, I mean, I feel like we've kind of meandered away from the question, but I think that kind of answers it. Yeah.
I think that summarizes very well that they know you and it's a deeper personal connection that you're more invested in. Yeah. So what, going forward, is the future of Dan 3.0? What are you looking forward to about it in the next couple months? Tasks coming up?
Well, a few tasks just to drop some time. Like I said, breaking the world record, training to do that. I'm going to be going on a ghost hunting / UFO hunting adventure. I've reached out to a paranormal society in San Francisco. That'll be...
That's awesome.
And it's going to be... crazy. I don't know if it's either going to be terrifying or hilarious or some combination of the two.
Terrifyingly hilarious?
I think yes. Terrifyingly hilarious.
The future. What the next couple months do people have to look forward to? What are you excited about the next couple months of Dan 3.0?
Well, this is actually the first time in the whole project where I've actually been settled. I have a home. And so I'm just excited about really reaching out to the viewers who are in the San Francisco area and attempting some actual ground level community organizing as opposed to just all on the internet. So I'm doing this, for the world record that I'm training to break, I'm doing this thing that I call Pogo Stick Club. Every weekday morning at 8 a.m. in the panhandle of Golden Gate Park, I'm there pogo sticking. And
did you say 8 a.m.?
8 a.m., yes.
That?
Yes, for an hour a day. And I have put that out there. It just started last week, so far I've been the only one. But I'm just going to do it every day. And hopefully we'll start to get some sort of a community. I want to really pace ourselves and let it grow organically. But yeah, that's what I'm excited about. I'm excited about reaching out to viewers in real life and doing things deeper than just meeting them, shaking hands, you know? Because I think there's a lot of cool things that could come of that.
How's South Pole of the Moon going?
It's going, yeah. Amongst a lot of the stress of the project, like there was a point where, like, when I was trying to do everything.
Should you explain what South Pole of the Moon is?
Oh, that's probably a good idea. South Pole of the Moon is a forum that I started a little bit over a year ago. Just for members of the Pogo Tribe is what we refer to my audience as, the Pogo Tribe community, to hang out, talk with each other. And I mean, in the stress of taking on this big project, trying to do it all myself, like there was a time when I just like stopped using Twitter and Facebook. It's like I only had time for this. And so South Pole of the Moon, in all honesty, has kind of fallen by the wayside, but I'm starting to use it again. I have an editor now. I'm beginning to hire employees. So like, I have time to do these things again. Yeah.
Very cool.
Very cool. Indeed.
How has been your relationship with Revision 3? How supportive have they been? What has that experience been like?
It's been fantastic. The whole time I've been YouTubing, like, I mean, here at Playlist, I've been talking to a lot of YouTubers, and a lot of the conversation just naturally gravitates towards really technical things like CPMs and like numbers and bit stats and subscriber growth and
boring stuff.
And like, I know about that stuff, and like I've always paid attention, but like that's never been why I've been on YouTube. That's never been what I've been passionate about. I've been passionate about just making videos that tickle my fancy. And so having some institutional support to kind of take care of and pay attention to that side of things. I mean, I still pay attention to it, of course, but that is incredibly helpful. And like other things, I mean, the Dan 3.0 episodes have sponsor integrations, and that basically just provides us with a bigger budget to do bigger, better things, and start building out the show even more, hiring staff. And so I mean, it has been incredibly helpful in a number of ways.
And you've always been a YouTuber that's more, I feel like, philosophical and political in nature. You know, I feel like you were doing videos that much older people were doing, like style videos of, you know, talking about deep-seated, like, you know, meaning of life kinds of things and political things. Is that something you're going to stick with? Are you going to delve more deeply into that? Is there any plans to develop that more?
Well, we're going to bump Dan 3.0 back up to 5 episodes a week beginning, not next week, but the week after.
Very cool.
In April. And so with that, because like, I try to fit so much into every episode, they turn out being like 10 minutes long, which is really long for YouTube, and there's still things that like I can't touch on.
But you've always had longer videos on YouTube.
Yeah, of course, yeah. But like, moving up to 5 episodes a week, I think we'll have more time for more topical sort of things that I did before. I mean, there's been a lot of viewer feedback, like, we missed the old Dan Brown.